Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
It feels good to be back. Welcome to the Hy-Vee Today show. This is Tony Tone. We did not do the show last Thursday or Friday, the 13th or 14th of February, because I was tasked with scheduling or routing every single floral delivery that left this store, and I never want to do it again. I have a lot of comments about this. I feel like there's got to be a surefire way of like doing this the most effectively. It went off without a hitch, so to speak, and I don't want to assume, but we probably sent out 300 deliveries on Friday, and it was awesome, and I appreciate everybody's business, and I learned a lot, and my feet were super sore after the fact, and I slept like a baby. Like, you ever have one of those things? Because I was here till 12:30 in the morning on Valentine's Day, and then I went home, and I think I slept for a couple of winks, and then I was back on, later that morning at 5:30. But it was awesome. It was a group effort. We had a lot of people helping us make those deliveries, including my boss, Hy-Vee store director, Matt Schweitzer, which was super cool. I mean, he was probably out for almost 6 hours getting stuff delivered along with everybody else. So we appreciate all the support. And yeah, that's the post that I thank you, chat. That's just seeing that, I kind of have like PTSD. It's like, my poor feet. I like how I only went up 7 flights of stairs, but 21,000 steps in a day. My Fitbit, Matt, what did Matt say? I said, my Fitbit probably thinks I'm lying, and he said it probably thinks you tied it to a horse or something, which was so great. And then, of course, I did take home some flowers, as we kind of saw in those pictures, for my wife, Casey, and my daughter. That was a look in the club room here at the store. That was the calm before the storm, and I can tell you this, that room was empty by 5:30 on Friday. So, yeah. And again, there were people that were here at 5:30 on Friday asking if we had any flowers, and we had a little bit left. So what I love, again, is when you work with people that design cool things. I literally said I have a vase, and here's what I want to spend. And that's what Catherine and the crew at the floral shop did. So shout out to them. They did a lot of work, obviously. And I smelled majestically. I mean, I smelled like flowers. I think I still do if I smell myself. Is that weird? No, I'm kidding. I don't at this point, but it was good. Today is Monday, so we've got 2 more Mega Meat Mondays during the month of February. So if you're watching this live, or if you're watching in the evening, and there's a lot of people watching live, so if you're with us, come into the store today, turn steak into cheap gas, or shrimp, or deli meats and cheeses, whatever the case may be. Let us help you not have to pay full price at the pump. My wife's sending me a text asking if I know where any combs are. I don't. Now she's sending me a text saying, never mind. So she's found them. That's good. So today and next Monday, with every $25 you spend in the meat, seafood, or deli department, 15 cents on your fuel saver. Great opportunity to, again, not have to pay full price. I have 50 cents on my fuel saver, so I'll have to pick up some steak and some other items today before I leave. I also want to mention tonight, because I'm excited for my 6th year serving as referee, and we have this as a digital file. Brad, don't worry. We're good. But tonight's the night at the YMCA, 7 o'clock on the dot, tip-off, Special Olympics basketball taking on the Muscatine firefighters and police department, police officers. It is a fun fundraiser. There is no cost to attend. They will accept donations. They will have T-shirts for sale, raffle items as well, baked goods. Hy-Vee donating a nice fruit basket for this event. I love this. It's one of my favorite things I get to do every year. I've told Jason Miller, the director of Special Olympics, to just sign me up until this event doesn't happen. So this is year 6 for me. Can't wait. Please come out and support our athletes. I posted it in Muscatine community chat yesterday, and I wanted to have a snarky post like, hey, it's not about a lost dog or complaining about a business. It's something cool going on. But I didn't post that, but I wanted to write that because that's all that there is in that Muscatine community chat. It's lost dogs and people complaining. So please come to the Y tonight and support our athletes with Special Olympics. And then the last thing I'll say is just to save the date, because we need to start talking about this more. And I'm saying that to remind myself, because April 4th will be here very soon, and that's the New Beginnings fundraiser. at Geneva Golf and Country Club, supporting the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter. So if you want to get tickets, or if you want to buy a table, or if you want to sponsor the event, or if you're rich and you just have too much money and you don't know what to do with it, again, we'd love to have your support, because this shelter relies on donations. It is under the MCSA umbrella, but without this event, I'm just going to tell you honestly, if that fundraiser, New Beginnings, doesn't generate $40,000 to $60,000, I don't know if the shelter stays open. So that's the impact that one night can have for a local organization that literally, just when women flee domestic violence situations with their children, that's where they can go. It's a safe place in Muscatine. I wish that we didn't need the shelter, but it's not a perfect world, and the shelter needs to be there. So please come to that event April 4th. Sponsor it. You can buy things like their brand new Isabel Bloom. The one-of-a-kind bloom for this year is available. And just wanted to make sure I keep talking about that, because that's going to be here very soon. Hy-Vee has a table that night, and I've been on the fundraising board for that event for, I think, this is year 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly. I have a meeting at noon, so I'll be there. All right. Yes. Sammy Motley is photographing that event, she says. She couldn't wait to say something. You understand if you know Sammy Motley. She was sitting in silence far too long. All right. Our guests are here. It's Monday, and we've got, this is Jeff Storm, and Jeff is making his first appearance on the show, but you've watched a lot and you've commented, so I feel like you've been here before, and Sammy Motley is back with a Led Zeppelin shirt on, by the way. That's nice. I couldn't tell. I was like, is it a Motley Made photography shirt? No, it's Zeppelin and Instamix. So I want to start with Sammy, because you alluded to photographing the New Beginnings event, which is super exciting. And that'll be here again April 4th. So thank you for doing that. And you just have been doing so many cool things with Motley May Photography. Perhaps most recently, well, I was on your Facebook page, and it seems like you had some fun little like spring sessions. And it was nice to see those colors, because if you look outside right now, it's raining and it's kind of gray. But we did have some sun this weekend, and it was awesome because it had been really cold. So were people just really excited to get like their kids photographed in like spring attire? Like it just looks so warm, and right, like there's no snow in that picture.
No, that's Miss Olive. She wasn't having it, but
she wasn't having it.
But my own child finally let me photograph her.
I was gonna say. So when did you have this session, Sammy?
I did it yesterday. I created the backdrop the night before.
That face. You created the backdrop the night before?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have my studio in my house now.
That's super exciting. So this is Motley May Photography on Facebook. I just saw this when I was checking out what Sammy was up to. So of course, for things like fun little sessions with the kids. Oh my gosh,
Isn't she beautiful?
Her. She's just like, I'm gonna get out of this chair. They get to that certain age where they're just like, I'm not gonna be cool with getting my picture taken.
Well, if I even spoke to her, she'd start crying.
Oh no. And then it was last week you had this incredibly powerful, I don't even know how to describe it. How are you describing it?
I'm doing my second annual mental health awareness, but I'm zeroing in on suicide awareness.
Sure.
So the plan is to basically, anyone that wants to participate, it can be your story of something you've been through, your attempt, your survival, or the person that's left behind when someone does succeed. I did my own as well, and it's going to be donation-based again to NAMI.
Great.
It's just, we need more awareness still. That's just something that's going to be yearly.
No, I think it's absolutely fantastic. So last year, the first mental health awareness sessions went over extremely well. You donated how much to NAMI?
$1,100.
So that's fantastic. National Alliance on Mental Illness. And then this year, bringing it back, which I think is great, but talking about suicide, and that video is up on Motley May Photography. And Tara's husband, Jake, recently passed away from suicide. And I know Tara, so when I saw the thumbnail for the video, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, it was intense.
Yeah, I bet. So, but she wants to also advocate for others, right? I mean.
Yeah, well, the face of it's going to be Alma Brunson.
Okay. Yep, Alma's fantastic.
We're going to do an interview with her, and she's going to bring awareness to the fact that not every suicidal person shows depression signs.
Sure.
It can be a smile. It can be anything to that extent. So
yeah, well, I think that's great, and you're obviously working on that now since you released this the other day. So if people want to learn more or get involved, they need to just reach out.
Yep.
Okay.
I just message my page and we can make it happen. Ever since this one came out, it's been pretty intense on the messages.
Oh, I bet.
So.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those things. Mental health and that stigma that's around it really needs to not be. I mean, we need to be able to talk about it and help each other. And
well, the thing with this as well, I'm getting into videography with it, which brings us to Jeff on why I'm here.
Sure. Yeah. So this is, people are thinking like, well, you guys have been friends for a long time.
Yes.
First of all, so that's not anything new. But do we want to talk about the Instamix first, or how you're working with Sammy on some stuff? Where do you want to go with this?
I'll do a little bit of the Instamix Live.
Okay, so for people that don't know, Instamix Live, we explain that to them. It's a great shirt, by the way.
Mine's better.
Yours is better? Okay. All right, Sammy. Jeez. All right, so explain Instamix Live for people that don't know.
So it's I guess I'd call it a company that they book artists, and it gives fans a chance to go in and attend like writing sessions or anything like that. The popular one that they had was Seven Dust, when they brought 3 members from Seven Dust in.
Sure.
Room was basically booked with people, and it's just a blast because it started with Jose. Jose started it, and then Nate, Nathan, and Corey all came in and helped him out. It's I don't know how to describe it other than it's just an awesome feeling, because you go in with your guitar, with your stuff, and you never think you're going to write a riff that the guys are going to use.
Sure. And
put a video out there about how it was put together. Like you can come in with some weird sound, and they'll be able to turn it into a song in no time.
So we're literally talking about people that follow music, an opportunity to show up and make music with people that are in national touring acts or bands.
Yeah, and you don't even have to be a musician. You can just come in and just chill and meet so many new people. Like this is the video right here is the big one. This is the one that I went in and just sat in the corner and really didn't think I was going to do anything, crazy. And threw a riff out there, and the guys liked it. And within 2 hours, it was a song. And Jose, he's right there in the middle. He's just phenomenal with it. Like
Jose, the bottom right corner with the longer hair and the beard, right there. Is he wearing? Is that Seven Dust shirt that he has on?
Yeah.
So lead singer, 3 Years Hollow, Quad City, Geneseo area, now gets into producing albums and stuff. And this Instamix Live is crazy. Like you're able to, whether you're there in person or watching it online, right?
Yep.
It's an unbelievable thing. And Jeff's been to it, and you've obviously been a music fan for a while, play the guitar, but then like you said, you're sitting there and you're able to create a riff that might get used in a song that's from a band. You know what I mean? Like this just doesn't happen that often. They'd be like, if Led Zeppelin got back together, because Sammy's got the shirt on, and they're like, hey Sammy, we like how you were drumming on that table, we're going to use it for a song. I mean, that's kind of the experience that you had, right?
That's kind of what it is. I mean, we actually have people, I know I've seen people there that know instruments, know nothing, and they'll start playing, people start playing, and hey, I got something you can add to that.
That's super cool.
Like that's how it is, and you meet so many awesome people. They've had people fly in from all over the place.
Wow.
And I've made so many new friends just doing that.
That's super cool. And again, the Jose in the front of that picture right there, what an awesome thing to have in this area, right? I mean, we've had these cool venues like Day Trotter, and people always say that the Quad City area for sure, because if you're traveling on tour and you're going down I-80, it's pretty easy to jump off. And if there's these different venues, and now this, so is there an upcoming Instamix Live event soon, or how often are they happening?
I don't know when they're going to make an announcement on the next one.
Okay.
I don't have any info on that at
all. Sure.
All I can say is just tune into their Facebook page and give it a like. I'm sure they'll be announcing something here soon, within the next few months maybe.
It's exciting. So the connection with Sammy outside of being friends, what are you doing for Jeff? Have you
ever seen his crazy videos when he's just playing and he has his hat backwards and all that?
the hat backwards or sideways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you gonna film?
I want to do more of a serious one to let people know that his skill level is so up there. Like,
Sure.
And it also gives me the opportunity to get better with videography.
Sure.
But he always does his goofy videos, so I figured maybe we should do a serious one.
Yeah.
Which won't
That's a good
happen because
idea.
I'm weird, he's weird. I mean,
But you do. How long have you been playing, Joe?
Over 20 years.
Goodness gracious. That's fantastic. And again, whether it's just as something that you enjoy for fun or hobby, or getting to hang out with, again, musicians and bands like Seven Dust and 3 Days Grace.
which I got to
right?
meet a whole bunch of band stuff because of him.
Well, it's
Like,
really, it's cool. And a lot of this, like some of these relationships that you have formed has been through like online gaming as well, right?
Yeah.
Which is so interesting to me because people in bands, what do they do all day, right? Like if you're touring in a band, you're going from city to city for, 30 to 60 dates, if not more, in a single chunk. What do you do? Well, a lot of them are playing video games online.
games,
So
yeah.
how does that happen where you're in Muscatine, Iowa, and you're playing whatever game, and then is it like recognizing somebody's voice, like, hey, that sounds like the guy from that band that I like? Like, how? That's probably not their user tag or handle, is it? Probably like,
Actually,
so and so from the band Seven Dust. Yes, it's me. Like that's not their name, right?
Seven Dust don't do any gaming. Those
Okay.
guys don't do that. The big thing, way back, I actually got lucky. Ben from Breaking Benjamin posted up his gamer tag,
Okay.
and there's only so many people that can add you on like Xbox or whatever.
Sure.
And I was one of the lucky ones that added him. So we got to talking a little bit, get in there, gaming with them, staying up late at night, being crazy. And then I got to actually meet him and got to talking about just nothing but games. Music wasn't even brought up. And that's kind of, I think it was, I'd want to say it's 2010?
Holy
No, it was
smokes.
maybe even after that.
Yeah.
I think it was when all the new guys came into the band. They went on a road, and actually Seven Dust was one of the bands that opened up for them. And I was on the side of the stage, and we're just kind of chilling with some friends, and LJ from Seven Dust comes out, and he kind of he shakes our hand, hangs out with us, like he's known us forever, and just cool as heck. And
Yeah.
while Shinedown was playing, he was up there recording Shinedown playing, and
That's
we're behind
cool.
him taking pictures
Yeah.
of him.
And these guys, again, they're looking for things to do. So did you ever feel like you have to let them win if you're playing a game with them? Like, well, I don't want to show you guys up. I'm way better than you at this game. No, good.
No,
Okay, that's
no,
good. Like,
it just
yeah,
don't
I
happen
admire
that
you.
way.
It's a cool band, but I'm not going to let you win this game
No.
either. So so 20 plus years of playing the guitar, having an opportunity to be in the studio with some world-class musicians, having a guitar riff that may or may not end up being used. Like, what's the ultimate goal for you? Do you want to get into where you can come up with riffs or parts of songs and then, say, hey,
I like to be more like a studio musician right now.
studio musician. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
really all I got time for at the moment.
Sure.
In March 14th, I'm actually going and working with Jose in the studio. I'm going to try to throw out a song and see what happens. We're pretty much going to stay there until a song gets done.
Nice.
I'm kind of
Those-
jealous.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll tag along or try to.
I would if I could. And the thing is, I don't get starstruck, do I?
No,
I totally was
no.
awesome when I met it.
Yeah, she met Morgan. We went to a show with Three Rose Hollow when those guys were playing, and
Yeah.
the band Alborn from the Quad Cities as well.
Sure.
They're kind of an upcoming big band in the area. Yeah, Morgan was there. And
Morgan, lead
I was-
singer of Seven Dust.
No,
right? No.
Drummer.
he's a drummer.
Drummer, sorry.
Drummer.
Who's the lead singer for Seven Dust?
LJ.
LJ, okay, sorry. So I just want people to have a frame of reference that are watching. They might not know. All right, so Sammy did not get starstruck.
No,
Well, inside I did.
side she did.
You
yeah,
didn't
she
freak.
did.
You
But
just were
I
like,
shook his hand and
"Hi,
said hello. Yeah, exactly.
how are you?" Well, it's weird, right? Because they're people. That's the thing. That I think until it happens, until you bump into Jeremy Piven and John Cusack at a Cubs game,
Oof.
and then I was like, "Hi," because I love John Cusack, and I was still in college, and Jeremy Piven literally asked me. So we were, anyways. But yeah, they're people, is what I'm getting at. They're just people that
Brantley
have.
Gilbert caught me.
Who did?
Brantley Gilbert.
Caught you?
Yeah, we were at the
Mississippi
Mississippi Valley Fair, and like when he was coming off stage, he was going by the fence.
Yeah.
So everyone just rushed it.
Oh my gosh.
And the fence collapsed.
Oh.
Like was starting to collapse, and he caught me. I got starstruck then because I got touched by Brantley Gilbert.
Jeff, when was the last time you were touched by Brantley Gilbert? Has it happened recently?
No.
Okay. So this upcoming March 14th in the studio with Jose from 3 Years Hollow Studios in Geneseo. Where's he at? Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna sing? Or are you just gonna do the playing? Or have you?
I don't really know yet because I've been trying to work on my voice and it hasn't been happening. I probably need a lot of, encouragement from alcohol or something to.
And honey.
And honey, yes.
And
I have a good
yes.
tea I can recommend from our health market if you need to. But music is great. I mean, people love listening to music. I use most every day I do between podcasts and music, and to know somebody, again, locally that's making music and has been at these fantastic gatherings. Again, to be able to bring people to the Midwest that have this thing in common and then potentially have involvement on a song that gets released or not.
He took us to the Rust Belt too, me and
Rust
Robert.
Belt is very cool.
Except that's $6 for a beer, but whatever.
Okay.
We went
Hot
there.
takes from Sammy Molly this morning. There goes that Rust Belt money we were waiting for.
Well, it was so awesome because we went and I got to hear four of them. Was there 4 bands before Buck Cherry?
Yeah.
We didn't even stay for Buck Cherry because I just wanted to hear the music that he loves. Like made me become addicted to different types of music.
It's fantastic. Well, if you can
He's opened my
That's the band right there, Allborn. They actually opened up for Buck Cherry. Those are really good guys.
Yes.
Really,
and they're
really
from
good
the
guys.
Quad Cities.
Yes.
That's super exciting.
It was so fun.
We have a good music scene. There's a lot of creative people between, the Quad Cities, Iowa City, and obviously right here in Muscatine. If you're able to attend events like that, I mean, you're not, you know what I mean? It's awesome to be able to sit in that room and then pick up a guitar and start playing, and then have somebody from a nationally touring band go, "Oh, I like that. Let's use that." I would have been like, "Are you sure?"
That's
exactly what happens.
That is super exciting. So I think between the both of you, you have a lot of cool and unique projects going on, and obviously collaborating.
I'm pushy.
Yes, you are, but it's
in
not bad.
Way.
In a good way. Good.
Within a year, I have over 2,000 likes on my Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I've grown quickly. My husband said, "Don't grow so fast," and I'm like,
but it's nice because the mental health awareness series that you did last year helped so many people feel comfortable in their own skin. You're doing it again, Molly May Photography, focusing on suicide, which is perhaps the toughest thing to talk about. But again, having conversations, documenting them in images and videos, putting it out there.
It takes a lot on me too, just to hear, Sure. Because when I sit and edit, I have to re-listen, and it's like heartbreaking.
It's tough not to internalize that.
Yeah.
Right? People are pouring out. Maybe, if anything, you could have Jeff do some instrumentation on some of the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to do that, actually.
Did you see those light bulbs go off right there?
I used to be extremely shy when it came to playing my guitar for other people.
Sure.
Until I started going to these clinic things, and they're always encouraging me, like, "Hey, do it, go for it."
Absolutely, I think you should. I mean, but it does take that first couple of times, right,
Yeah.
to break.
And then it comes to the pushy friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you got
No, really,
the little scrappy pushy friend that's like, "Come on, Jeff, you can do it."
The shoes I'm wearing right now, I hit him with one at Walmart. I threw it at him.
Twice.
Please don't throw any
Twice.
shoes at Hy-Vee. Keep
Twice.
that
Happened
just
twice.
to that other place. But no, I think it's exciting because it's something that you enjoy. You're not the only person in the area that likes music, that maybe plays on the side or has big dreams or aspirations. And if anything, if you're watching and you're like, "I didn't know that Jeff could be your connection. He could be your conduit," right? So that the next time this Instamix Live comes back, maybe you're like, "Hey, Jeff, I've been playing the bass for years and I would love to learn more about it." There you go. Find Jeff on social media, right? I mean, it's...
Yeah. I mean, and I usually go to them, every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody wants to, "Hey, can I ride with you, Jeff, up to this thing?"
Can I ride with you, Jeff?
Sure. Ride up with me and we
Or
can go.
anyone else that might want to go besides Sammy.
They usually do a 2-day thing too. They just had Bubblefoot not too long ago.
Sure.
I can't really say his last name. His first name's Ron. He was
Sure.
in Guns N' Roses.
That's super cool.
I think it was 2006 to 2014.
Right.
I think was his last year.
Isn't that amazing?
Learning from that guy was amazing. Like, he taught us about happy notes, sad notes, things I didn't even know. And I know when Morgan was there, he's like staring at him the whole time.
That's
like,
super cool. Again, being able to learn. Yeah, and that's I love it. It's a great way to get people together. So Instamix Live, keep an eye on that for when this will be coming back around. And then March 14th, Jeff's going to be in a studio, potentially producing a full track.
His Instamax picture.
Yeah.
I took it.
There you go, Sammy.
Yeah.
So Sammy's available for Instamix pictures as well if you need.
Yeah, it will be streaming on the 14th. I don't know what time. It will be streaming on Twitch.
Okay.
A little bit of my writing session, so that's
no pressure there. Huh?
Yeah,
Jeez,
no pressure at all. They got me up on the page and everything. I'm like, oh, it's getting real now.
You gotta show up, man. Well, I appreciate you both being here. I'm super
Why
fast.
is there cabbage?
It's National Cabbage Day.
Okay, because I've been
Yeah,
staring
I
at
know.
it,
It's
wondering
weird.
why is there cabbage?
Well, it's National Cabbage Day.
That's
I
a
know
lot
that
of
you knew
gas,
that.
then.
Troy Philpott, who goes by Stinky, says, "Looking good, you two."
Oh yeah,
He's just jealous.
me and him,
Okay.
we have an issue right now, don't we?
Perfect. Please don't go into more details.
I'm not.
Please take this cabbage with you. No, I'm kidding. I love the music, and I love what you've been able to do with Molly May Photography.
Well, if you wouldn't have been pushy, I wouldn't be here
sorry
today.
that I nudged you to do.
Exactly, I'm nudging him further and further.
Sammy and I were at Contrary Brewing one time, and she was talking about doing the mental health awareness, and I was like, just do it. And then she did it. And sometimes that's all you need is somebody to say, do it. It's like when my orthopedic surgeon was like, why are you so big? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, what are you doing? You should lose weight. And I was like, okay, fine, I will. Like, that stuck with me. Like, that's still stuck with me.
I like beer too much.
Yeah, amen, sister. Who doesn't, right? Well, listen, good luck. I'm excited to watch. I didn't know I could watch March 14th. I can watch from home. That's
I'll be
super cool on
posting
Twitch.
details on there
That
when
is
I find out more.
exciting. So Jeff Storm going into the studio, local guy. Maybe you've seen him at Stinky's House of Horrors, or
Yeah.
you've known Jeff just from being in the community. Maybe you're just finding out he's been playing the guitar for a long time and he's got some serious chops. Natasha says, take me, Jeff. Love you, Sammy. So maybe I shouldn't read comments live like that, but that's what that one said. On that note, we're going to get these guys out of here because I do have a guest that's waiting. But it's great to see you. Good luck. March 14th. I can't wait to watch. Pleasure as always. Let me know as you progress with the second round of mental health awareness and the suicide videos. If we can talk more about it.
Yep.
Keep encouraging people to reach out to Molly May Photography. Alma Brunson was just on the show a week and a half ago because last week they had the Michaela Brunson Memorial Blood Drive. Sammy looking over to make sure her daughter is not running around.
I was going to let her sit with us, be a guest.
Yeah.
Woo!
But, yes.
But she
that was an OPA,
would have took the whole
everybody.
show from us.
Yeah, she would have taken the whole show, huh? What did we drop? Was it like a bag of cabbage? Holy smokes. All right, so with that being said.
Hey, Tony, real quick here.
Yes, real quick.
I saw that your little boy had flowers to take to school, too.
Yes. So Ted did take flowers to school with him on Valentine's Day and passed them out. And there's a girl in his class that he likes. They're friends. They're 5. But Kate is really nice to him, and it's a whole thing. Well, good luck to both of you. I'm excited March 14th to watch Jeff Storm. Woo! Is that how you play? I don't know how to play.
Have you ever seen his videos?
I have seen his videos. He is rocking out pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go. What do we think? Aisle cam. Let's do that. CVI Bank and Trust Aisle cam. Lucinda's coming on the show in just a minute. What'd you drop over there, Lucinda? Big entrance for you, huh? Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. All right, we're at the CVI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam. Thank you again, Jeff Storm, Sammy Motley, for joining us. Today is February 17th. It's National Cabbage Day. Lucinda, maybe you can convince me to like cabbage because at this point in my life, I don't think I like cabbage, but maybe I need to. I'm sure there's some good health benefits. So we're gonna get Lucinda sat down and mic'd up. Oh, I'm sure you can. CVI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam looking good in the produce department. A lot of vibrant colors and all the greens. And then there's some friendly carbs right over there with the potatoes. But it is National Cabbage Day. Does Steve have the Toyota Muscatine cart cam ready? What was that fell? Was it a light? It was a thing. Oh, gotcha. It was like a tackle box of parts. it sounded glorious. I mean, it sounded like the biggest piece of glass ever. I hope we picked that up. All right, so we'll go to Steve with the Toyota Muscatine cart cam, and then we'll come back in just a second and talk to Lucinda. So really easy jaunt today with the cart cam. It's raining outside, so we've got a rainbow on the cart cam, little rainbow umbrella, little green umbrella to keep Steve dry. So Steve's going to show you where exactly the cabbage is located. He's going to hang a right in the produce department, and it's getting a little psychedelic out there. There we go. Whew. Sometimes it gets a little trippy, and there we have some cabbage straight ahead. Look at that, looking good, right in the produce department. I like corned beef. I don't like cabbage. I think it's got a weird taste. If I'm going to go out on a ledge, I'm going to tell you I don't love it. I know that there's people that were on a cabbage diet, cabbage soup diet. That thing seems like the worst way to lose weight. I guess it would make sense because your body's like, what are you doing to me with just cabbage soup? That sounds terrible. I don't want to do cabbage soup all the time. But yeah, so there it is. If you need to find it, right there in the produce department. All right, Lucinda Harms is here for the first time. Pharmacist for a long time. New to Hy-Vee-ish?
Yeah, new to Hy-Vee-ish.
It's great to see you.
Great seeing you too.
Convince me why I should like cabbage. That's not why you're here. But are you
cabbage,
team cabbage? Is that what you're saying? You're team cabbage?
Well, you don't have to like it to eat it, Tony.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't.
It's great for hormone function. It's great to prevent cancer. It's
hormone function?
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
What's in this?
Something called indole 3-carbinol. It helps metabolize your hormones, sex hormones primarily.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah, see?
So if anything, people should celebrate National Cabbage Day.
They should celebrate National Cabbage Day, that's right.
So in addition to being a pharmacist, you have a Facebook page. You are really big on nutrition and wellness, and I know that, and there's your Facebook page right there, by the way. Look at that, Lucinda Harms, Nutritional Wellness. Very, very nice. And you've done some really cool, how do you call them? Do you describe them as like a lecture or seminar or
classes?
Classes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
classes.
classes.
I was trying to use a big word. Lucinda says it's just classes. So you've had some very successful classes at Muscat Public Library.
Yes, I have.
And I wonder if we can kind of maybe go over some of the topics that you've talked about, and then what's coming down the pike for you.
Yeah. Well, I've talked about the first two that I did at Muscat Public Library were about just healthy eating.
Okay.
And the connection between diet and inflammation.
Okay.
Which is big. Diet's the #1 contributor to inflammation, and this little cabbage right here helps decrease inflammation. So there's another reason.
Cabbage, it's the best thing ever, apparently.
Yeah, you asked. And I'm going to deliver.
What are the odds?
Yeah. So yeah, I talked about the connection between diet and inflammation and how it's the #1 contributor. And there's some really easy things people can do to decrease inflammation. So I talked about that, and I brought some food samples to that one.
Awesome.
And the one that's coming up Wednesday this week is on building a good nutritional foundation.
Ooh.
And I'm going to talk about, well, just like under your house, if your foundation is faulty, the house is going to settle and crack, and it's going to fall apart eventually. And the same with your health. If you don't build a good nutritional foundation under everything you do, whether it's having surgery or losing weight or exercising or healing or staying well or whatever, you need to have all those nutrients in order to do what you need to do. And so in a lot of cases it requires supplementation. And so this one is going to focus more on supplementation, whereas the last two focus more on food.
So when you say things like supplementation, I go with vitamins. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So do you, again, because you've been a pharmacist, but you are also a firm believer in that right diet. So when you talk about the right supplements, is there a difference, Lucinda, between vitamins? So if somebody is like going to ask you, hey, if it was me, I'm 36, I'm looking for a good vitamin, I kind of already know, right? You and I have known each other for several years, so I would maybe know where to go. Because people maybe don't understand that some vitamins just have a lot of filler in it. Right? And they may not have, it might be good on the box, but then you got to really look at the ingredients, right? So what do you think people are missing as far as the supplement? Is it something that should be rich in like vitamin A, B, and C, or should it be like what would you point them to?
That's a great question, Tony, because my belief is that you sort of cover all your nutritional bases, and I'm going to talk about 4 different supplements that I think are important. One is a good multivitamin.
Okay.
One is the fish oil, or the omega-3 fatty acids. One is probiotic, and the other is vitamin D.
Okay.
And those are ones that either it's hard to get, like in the winter in Iowa, we don't make any D in our skin. And one of my future programs is going to focus just on vitamin D.
Okay.
Probiotics, it's really about a bacterial balancing act. You got too many bad bacteria, not enough good friendly ones, you're going to be sick.
Yeah.
So, and then the fish oil is just really good for every cell in your body needs it. And then the multivitamin just covers all of those other things, the vitamins and the minerals. So, but in terms of whether people need specific vitamins and minerals, I sometimes use, like if I meet with someone one-on-one, I look at their symptoms. I take a really extensive history and look at what kinds of symptoms, and sometimes it's pretty easy to tell based on what they're experiencing health-wise, what they're missing.
And a lot of it probably stems back to what you mentioned in the onset, which is diet, right? Because sometimes I think that because there's no magic pill, as you and I both know.
Yep, for a bad diet.
Yeah,
right.
And you could have the best diet, but then have no activity. And you know what I mean? I think there has to be that combination of both. What I was going to say is you could have a bad diet, but feel like, well, every morning I wake up and I take these 4 supplements and multivitamins, but that's not going to offset the diet. It all kind of has to work in unison.
It has to augment it, right.
And that's the thing, like just yesterday online, one of my Facebook friends was asking about some of these products that are, for lack of a better word, they're multi-level marketing, where they try and sell somebody like a shake system for $200 a month.
Right.
And you might cut 10 pounds, but and I just jumped in and said, I dropped 105 pounds just from changing what I ate. And I tried to take 10,000 steps a day with the Fitbit. I picked up some of the weight. I've cut some of it back. I've kind of understood how my body works.
Yeah.
Right? And it is a combination of diet for sure, but then also being active. But then at the same time, I'm a big proponent of good, strong probiotics because your gut health is so important.
Yes.
Like, do you think that people watching understand how important, when you talk about gut health, if they've never taken a probiotic, and it's not one of those things they're going to take it today and be like, I feel like a different person. But as you start to reset that gut health, what are some things that people would notice over time? Because I am a big proponent for probiotic. Starting with, by the way, all my kids have had probiotics since they were newborns.
Yeah.
Because it's available.
It's great.
What would they notice, though, Lucinda, over time with a good probiotic, just for example?
Well, probably first and foremost is gut function.
Sure.
If they suffer from constipation or diarrhea, you may see those get better.
Sure.
Food intolerances, people that get sick all the time may see that their immune system is better.
Sure.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of new research about probiotic and their effect on mood.
Oh.
So,
I did not know that.
yes, so there's something called a gut-brain axis,
Okay.
where the gut and the brain are connected,
Yeah.
and if you've got not good gut flora, you might have not good brain function too, in terms of
That's
just having
fascinating.
depression, anxiety,
And
that sort of thing.
Looks like we've got your website pulled up, and that's exactly what we're looking at. So again, that could be achieved with something like a good quality probiotic, maybe like a Floragen 3. Is that one that you would
The
recommend?
research is pretty clear. Floragen 3, yes, is a good one.
Okay.
There are some others that might be more specific for a certain condition. Like, for instance, if you have antibiotic-associated diarrhea, I usually recommend Culturelle. Because that's the strain that's been shown to be helpful there. And there are specific strains for these mood disorders. There's specific strains for balancing your immune system. So, so there's just all different products out there for all these different uses.
So this Wednesday, which is the 19th,
Yeah.
at Muscle Public Library, what time is the class again?
It's at noon.
12 o'clock
12
Wednesday.
o'clock.
Okay.
Yep, and no need to RSVP. It's
Sure.
free.
That's fantastic.
Yep. We're going to have a bigger room this time, so if you
Good.
came last time and ran out of
Good.
chairs, we'll have a seat for you.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm hoping we have as good a turnout
Sure.
this month as we had back in, actually we canceled January, it would have been back in December because the weather was bad.
And I mean, obviously people are concerned about their health, and sometimes it's a matter of attending a class like the one that you're presenting. I mean, you have great experience, great information, and maybe that's what'll help them make that decision to try something, because a lot of people, especially now, right? February 17th, weather's kind of, trying to make up its mind is what we're going to deal with. People are still maybe trying to stick to a New Year's resolution. I'm a fan of not shaming people that are going to try and have a resolution. Why not?
Right.
Anything to help change.
Yeah.
But maybe they're at that point where they're at either maybe they've plateaued with weight loss, or they don't understand the relationship between that good nutritional foundation plus diet plus activity.
Yeah.
They should attend for sure, because I guarantee you they'll take away a lot, and maybe free cabbage samples is what you're saying.
Are you going to donate the cabbage? I'll fix it if you want to donate the
boy,
cabbage.
I listen. It is also National Random Acts of Kindness Day, and if I need to achieve that by giving you free cabbage, I will. But they just, it's a lot to maybe take in. But once they understand the relationship, like you said,
Right.
it is all connected. Right?
Well, it's about low-hanging fruit. Just taking, if they only take one thing home from it, that's one thing doing better that they weren't doing before.
Sure.
So I'm a firm believer in one step at a time. You know, just.
What's your opinion? And I haven't asked you this, but certainly, I reference my story and using. I don't even like to say the keto diet, because I'm not consuming super high fats. Like when I first started the diet, I definitely was obese, made a shift, cut a lot of weight. But where are you at with respects to diets like that? I mean, you're probably going to say watch out for the yo-yo.
That's a good question. You ask good questions, Tony.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm a big fan of anything that's sustainable.
Okay.
And that includes a wide range of fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
You just need to have all of those good antioxidants. My personal favorite is paleo, which is a really close first cousin to keto diet.
Sure.
Keto is just lower carbohydrate.
Sure.
But the reason I like paleo diet is because it's a little lower on the saturated fat and it's higher in the fruits and vegetables, just so you're getting more of those antioxidants. But certainly I think there's a place for the keto diet too.
That's nice.
It's just, I think it's a little harder to stick to than a paleo diet.
It is tough,
More
right?
restrictive, yes.
It is tough. It is tough, but I feel like for people that have, because again, it's not just about working out either.
No.
Because there are people that would tell you that, well, I joined a gym and I've worked out, but if you don't understand, again, that relationship between diet and exercise, then nothing is going to shift. You'll just sort of be stuck in this limbo. You might get stronger, but if you're trying, I guess it also depends on what the individual, like what are you trying to achieve, right? So for me, it would be still want to lose like maybe 30 pounds, maintain it, and then stay as active as I have been, or trying to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can just be little things like standing versus sitting more, or my wife got a treadmill for Christmas, and last night I was folding laundry and I jumped on it and knocked out like 700 steps in 10-15 minutes. So I think there's a lot of ways to achieve that. And I understand that people sometimes will say, well, I'm busy, I don't have enough time, but it can be little things, right?
Yep. And 80% of weight loss is really diet. So if you, like you said, if you're just doing the exercise and not changing your diet, the other thing I would add about diet is that it can address a lot of chronic health issues. It isn't just about weight. So you see a lot of things go away, like reflux and joint pain and brain fog and fatigue, and you probably saw some of that, right, when you made those diet changes?
I mean, I had always thought I had a sensitive stomach, which led me to have a colonoscopy at I'm 36, I think I was maybe 33, and they did the endoscopy, so down the throat, and they basically said, you're fine, which was nice, but I had that thing where your stomach is trying to pop up in your esophagus, which gave me super bad heartburn or acid reflux, and it was all diet.
Yeah.
As soon as I changed my diet, all that went away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now that's not to say that if I ordered a thing of spicy chicken wings, I would probably still get some type of reaction.
Yeah.
But overall, for sure, because I remember at one point I was prescribed prednisone maybe, or some script to deal with that, and I thought, I don't want to take something that I can control by what I eat.
Right.
Right? I don't want to just treat the symptoms.
Food is powerful medicine.
Yeah.
As Hippocrates said, let food be your medicine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medicine be your food. And I would add to that, sometimes food is people's poison. And you found that with your reflux.
Yeah.
That there was something that was not good for you that was affecting your health.
Well, I think I told you that maybe in 2008, I had a physical. And before the physical, I was literally at a lunch with my friends, and I drank like 3 or 4 giant regular pops, had chicken wings, and I got to the physical, and they were like, "What is going on with your blood pressure?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I just had a huge lunch." And they were like, "Can you not do that again?" Because I was like, "I don't know what happened." But yeah, I mean, it is until you understand that, and I think wherever people find themselves, if you're watching and you're just curious about what Lucinda has to offer, I encourage you to attend on Wednesday at noon. Because you'll take away so much. Do you have, Lucinda, another event planned for March yet?
I do. We have it every third Wednesday of the month.
Perfect.
Yep. And that's, at this point, it's indefinite. We have them scheduled at least into the summer.
Excellent.
So we shall see.
Okay. Do you want to tease what the March subject is yet? Or the content?
Goodness, you put me on the spot. I think it's vitamin D. I think vitamin D is coming up for March.
Most people that don't live in the Midwest, they get enough vitamin D through sunlight. The rest of us are kind of, we're kind of like
stuck with supplements in the winter. Yeah.
I mean, what do we do? We're sitting here right now. Again, it's just 9:20 in the morning. It's gray. It's rainy. There is no sun. It was great to have the sun the last couple of days. Makes you feel so much better. But yeah, right. And that's something for sure. You alluded to it earlier. Vitamin D deficiency. People again might not be aware that that's a thing.
Right. And even in the winter, if you stand outside and the sun's shining, you still don't make any D in Iowa. You'd have to live south of Dallas, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona in order to make D.
Well, let's move. What are we doing here? They don't have snow there.
That's right. We should all move.
That's the March conversation at the library. We're all moving away from here. Why are we here? It snows. We should get out of here. And then it's over. And you just drop the mic and you walk away. No, that's not what's going to happen. All right. So we've shown people the website. We've shown them the social. Definitely encourage everybody to learn more. Great looking website, by the way.
Thank you very
Very
much.
Informative. And then they can see you here at Hy-Vee helping out in the pharmacy.
That's right.
This is a great little connection. I love it. Nutritional wellness featuring Lucinda Harms. I mean, I think I've known you, 5, 6, 7 years now, and we've had some good chats, and you and I are aligned on some of the things that I've taken supplement-wise and probiotic-wise. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I probably, and I'm going to admit it, I don't have any of those products currently, and I know that I felt better when I had them. So guess what? It's time to get back on the horse, right? Get back on the horse. Well, it's great to see you. I appreciate it. And there's some good contact info on the screen. Thank you so much. Are you working today?
I am.
Perfect. Okay.
3 o'clock.
Good. 3 o'clock. Wow. So it's a little bit early.
That's
but
right.
You have time, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. So check out Lucinda's website and definitely show up on this Wednesday, the 19th at noon at the Muscat Public Library, third Wednesday of the month. And maybe you look ahead to March and talking about, hopefully by the third Wednesday in March, it's a little bit more sunny.
I hope so.
I mean, do you have vitamin D shots you could give people? Not with a needle. Like, is there like a juice you could have? Maybe it's cabbage. Don't tell me that there's vitamin D in cabbage, because I will throw this right over my...
There aren't any good food sources of vitamin D, so you have to take a supplement if you're not getting it from the sun.
Right. Fantastic. Well, I appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
All right, let's go back to the aisle cam if we could, just because I want to look out in produce again, because it always looks so good out there. Yeah, I'm so glad that when Sammy was here earlier, she's like, "What's with the cabbage?" Well, it is National Cabbage Day, February 17th, and it's also, as I said, National Random Acts of Kindness Day, and it's President's Day. So kids don't have school, much to my wife's chagrin. And I think they're going to Children's Museum or something. She's trying to entertain them to get them out of the house, because that's going to be way too much. I want to mention tonight we've got the Special Olympics basketball game coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. 7 o'clock at the Muscatine Community YMCA. Good opportunity to support our athletes. And I want you to come out and support them. Like, what else are you doing at 7 o'clock? Brad, I'm going to give this to you. Chris, that noise was amazing. It was a crescendo. I don't know. I feel like I might be missing something there. But yeah, I'll take that back. You got that? Thank you, sir. All right, so that's tonight, 7 o'clock at the Y. I'm refereeing, going to be shooting a little cabbage, maybe. Shooting a little cabbage hoops. Can I sell this cabbage after I've used it like a basketball? Maybe. aren't you guys on tomorrow? I think you're on tomorrow. Did he give you the wrong date? I saw you out of the corner of my eye. I think. The Kiwanis spaghetti dinner. We could talk about it now, but yeah. No, please, yes, come on over. That's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. The Kiwanis spaghetti dinner. Yeah. Now, when Mr. Gaeta shows up tomorrow, I'm going to yell at him. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
I see Mike today.
You see Mike today?
Yeah.
Good. All right. So we're talking about. Tell me your first name again.
And I'm Jenna.
Jenna. That's
Wagner.
right. Jenna Wagner. You were here last year, right?
No.
No, you weren't.
Danny.
Danny was. My wires are crossed. So
That's
Jenna
okay.
Wagner. We're talking Kiwanis. I saw you over there, and I was like, trying to remember. I'm like, did I double book the show again? Because it's happened before. It's great to see you.
Good to see
So
you.
Kiwanis dinner is coming up, and Brad, we can zoom in on this. Speaking of things that are going on this week, let me get my cabbage out of here. You're not going to have any cabbage at the Kiwanis dinner, are you, Jenna?
No.
No spaghetti made out of cabbage. So this is coming up this Friday, February 21st. Good-looking flyer, by the way.
Thank you.
This is pretty snazzy. So Kiwanis dinner, annual big fundraiser for the Kiwanis Club at St. Mary and Matthias Catholic School in the gym, as you can see right there, 4:30 to 7:30. You'll serve a ton of people at this event. How long have you been connected, Jenna, with the Kiwanis Club?
I'm president this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes,
That's exciting.
And I think I've been at it at least probably 6-7 years now.
Wow. Is
Yeah.
that right? That's fantastic. Look, we even had your graphic ready. That's fantastic. So, all right. So for people out there that are watching and they're thinking, I've heard of the Kiwanis Club, maybe they've been to this dinner, but they don't have an understanding of what the Kiwanis Club does. Can you give us a little bit of an overview of that? Because I think it's important. I've been to a couple of the meetings. I think we did a presentation when I was at the radio station. It's a great group, and I would encourage people to join. So can you give us a little background info on the Muscatine Kiwanis Club?
This is one of our major fundraisers.
Sure.
As part of that, we give scholarships for students, different programs with like Big Brothers, Big Sisters,
Perfect.
anything that involves children, just making sure that there's funds there for them.
So again, for people that are out there, if you're looking to get involved, I know that you have a lot of support from businesses.
Yeah.
And then you have, Jenna, members that have been with Kiwanis for years,
Long
right?
time,
Because
yeah.
how long has Kiwanis been in Muscatine? There's the Facebook page right there, by the way. How long have we been in Muscatine with Kiwanis?
A long time.
A long time.
You had to ask me that. Come
Several years. More than 20 years.
More than like 30.
More than 30 years. No, that's good. Muscatine Kiwanis Club on Facebook.
Yeah.
But this in particular, and there's the event right there for the spaghetti dinner. That's a
Yeah.
great image. This is a big deal, and
Yeah.
you need this to be successful, right?
Yes.
I mean, you really want people to show up, and I know that it gets busy. Is there a time that you would recommend people come on Friday? Like, is there a time that works better than others, or is it just
It's just
show up
come on,
and
show up,
grab
and
a
it all
seat?
works
Yeah.
out. We got a little system down.
Okay.
So,
What about joining? What's that process like if people are wanting to get, if they feel like, I like Kiwanis' mission, I've known people that have been involved, how do they go to take that next step?
reach out on Facebook anytime like that. We meet every Tuesday at noon at First Presbyterian Church here in Muscatine. So you're more than welcome just to stop in, and if you're interested, we have information at the spaghetti dinner too to get applications and stuff like that. So,
well, it's absolutely awesome. Right. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to connect. We're looking at pictures from the Muscatine Kiwanis Club Facebook page. Are you always still looking for people to present at the
we do. We
lunches?
always have, at our noon meeting, it's always a presentation, and then we have food, we have lunch.
Yeah.
So it's like a working lunch for us.
It is a lot of fun because it is a good group that gets together. Are you, the scholarships, that's a big deal, obviously. Last 2 years I got to MC the scholarship night at the high school, and it's an incredible display of generosity when we see all these different groups and businesses and individuals get together to invest in our kids. So is that something that Kiwanis has always done, is wanting to invest in our future leaders, because it
Yes.
is a big deal when you talk about
Yeah.
for people that are out there, that have had kids that have gone through the system. They get to that point where they're wanting to continue their education. Certainly hasn't gotten cheaper to go to
No.
college, but to be able to
Yeah.
have scholarships it's impressive.
Yes. We also have, at the high school, we have the Key Club, which a lot of times then
right.
goes into more encouragement to go on to college, that type of thing, being good peers in the
Yeah,
community.
and the Key Club
type of
just
thing.
had a blood drive
Yes.
last week in honor of Michaela Brunson, right?
Yes.
So that's exciting. I didn't know that the Key Club was connected to Kiwanis, but
Yeah.
it makes sense.
It's
And
a
then
start to
It's the
Kiwanis.
starter. We would like you to also stick with Kiwanis as you progress in education. But what was it that drew you personally to wanting to get involved with Kiwanis?
My day job, I work
Okay.
with kids, so
Sure.
that's one thing that I wanted to give back to the community. So
Yeah.
that's how I became a member of Kiwanis.
Yeah. Did you think that you would be president, though? I mean, is it kind of like Rotary, where if you join, you know that at one point you're gonna be president, or did you get onto like a committee and then you
I
understood that?
joined the board, and then it happened.
So it is like Rotary in the sense with Kiwanis board. If you join it, you're under the understanding that at one point you will have a year as presidency.
Yes.
So did it just start for you in January, or when did it kick off?
We had the former president had to leave,
Okay.
maternity leave, so I filled in. So I've been at
boy.
it for a year and a half.
Oh no, Jenna! So you're ready. So when will
So
it
that's why I get my
lapse? When will-
dates mixed up.
When
'Cause,
will you-
yes, I was supposed to be here tomorrow.
No, it's okay. It works. Listen, this is my show, and we can do it. We're doing a talk show in a grocery store's bar, right? I mean, this is a lot of uniqueness to this. But
Yeah.
So when will your term be up? Because that's a long time, a year and a half. Wow.
It'll be this fall.
This fall. Oh, so do you know who's up next? Somebody from the board? Do they
Yes.
know yet?
Yes.
Do they know? Okay, I was going to say, we're not trying to break news right now. Perhaps it'll be Mr. Gata's turn. You give him a little nudge to get into that spot. I like this fundraiser. Again, this has been going on for a number of years. Spaghetti dinner. If you don't want to cook this Friday, don't worry about it. Chad's saying he's got it. He's got the digital file. Boom, right there. There's the Facebook event. 4:30 to 7:30 in the Saints Mary and Matthias Catholic School Gym. I don't even need the address. You know why? Because last Thursday, Friday, I had to schedule over 300 floral deliveries. 2407 Cedar Street. Did I get it right? Boom. 2407 Cedar Street. Don't even need to look. That's where it's at. But what I was going to say is that you can take it to go.
Yes.
So if you're busy and you're like, I want to support that Kiwanis Club, you can take it to go. Cost is $6 for adults. Kids 4 to 12 years old are $3, and then kids 3 and under are free. And I'll say this, and Jenna, I'm sure that if somebody showed up and they were feeling generous, and they're like, I like what Kiwanis does, I want to give you $20, not just $6, you'd probably take it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because again,
It goes to the programming.
it's going to help the kids, which is absolutely fantastic. And as it says right here, proceeds support Muscatine area youth programs, including disadvantaged kids, Big Brothers Big Sisters, MHS scholarships to MCC, Kids First scholarships, science fair, Kiwanis Children's Club Christmas party. This is absolutely fantastic. It's a great event for sure. And if you're out there and if you want to show up, and again, not have to worry about cooking on Friday, please do. I'm fascinated with this because I'm Italian, right? So this could be, I could have been your model. And I had a mustache for Halloween. I went as the My Pillow guy. You can just imagine how that looked. So, and by the way, we're not just talking about spaghetti, right? Garlic bread, applesauce, drink available. And does it say that it's all you can eat?
Yes.
Oh my! So if you're running a marathon on Saturday,
When we have a runner that comes every year.
do you really?
Yes. And
Somebody that's just carb loading, and then to go run a marathon on Saturday, feel free. This is great. Every Tuesday at noon, Muscatine Kiwanis gets together. First Presbyterian Church.
yes.
Good group, but always room for more.
Yes.
And I think that your group does a great job because there are so many people, and you and I both know this, that come to Muscatine maybe for that first or second job.
Yeah.
And if they're going to put down some roots or if they just want to get involved, look at those two familiar faces right there, John Moravik, Betty Collins, two great people. If they want to get involved, Kiwanis is a group that they should absolutely consider.
Yes.
Right? I think it's just great. And again, I like, oh man, I know everybody in that picture. Isn't that wow? I'm starting to be that guy that's been around for a long time. So whether it is somebody for the first time learning about Kiwanis,
Yes.
or if they've been connected, maybe they've got away from the organization, come on back home, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad that this worked out. Like I said, I saw you and I didn't want to, I mean, I've double booked this show before. Let the record state. I'm not perfect.
Okay.
It's happened to us numerous times.
I did check my email this morning, and he's like, "You're gonna be there, right? Monday." I was like, "Yeah."
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I thought Mr. Gaeta would be here then too, you know? That's hilarious. So is he just going to leave you high and dry tomorrow?
That's okay.
What if he shows up tomorrow? No, I'm like, get out of here. We already did it. No, I'm going to hang on to this if he does show up.
I will see him today at noon. So.
Yeah, well, he and I, we talked on the phone, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to promote it, and I can't believe that it's here already.
Yes.
I mean, but this is a big deal. And if you're out there, please come to the St. Mary Matthias Gym Friday to support Kiwanis. I like that it starts at 4:30 in case people... Are you a dinner or supper person? What do you call it? Dinner? You call it supper?
Either or.
Either or.
I'm not picky.
That's a very political answer. You're not taking a hard line. I don't like the word supper.
Yeah.
That's just me. Right? I bet if we asked, let's Brad, dinner or supper? What do you call it? Supper, see? That's Chad, dinner or supper? See, this is it.
Yeah,
That's an Iowa
see.
thing. Chris, dinner or supper? See? Steve? Dining out. Just to be different. Just to be difficult.
That means he doesn't cook.
He doesn't cook. Yeah, well, good news for Steve. If you don't cook, you can come on Friday and support the Kiwanis.
You can take it to go.
Yeah, it is an Iowa thing, this supper. And I get it. It's like the farm. Like, dinner is what you have for lunch. I'll never forget the first time I heard that. When I was at St. Ambrose as an ignorant, Chicago suburban person, I was like, "What are you calling? It's lunch. It's not dinner. I don't understand." And I've, there's two things that I've really held my ground on. It's dinner, not supper, and I refuse to ever learn how to play euchre. So I'm not really a true Iowan. Also, my friends from college were supposed to teach me how to play, and they never did. Do you know how to play euchre?
Yes.
See, all right, dinner versus supper. Well, now here's the debate on the screen, Jenna. Look at this. Some, though, consider dinner to be a midday meal, much like lunch. But why would you call it dinner then? Supper is an evening meal, while dinner is eaten earlier. I don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I've lived here for
It's okay.
16 years. No, 18 years. 18 years I've been here. I don't get it. Is that a map of what people call it? Is that what that is? Like, broken down by the country? I don't. They don't even need to have a map for Iowa because they're going to say supper. They're all going to be on Team Supper, and I'm out here fighting the good fight. Dinner takes place in more of a formal setting than supper.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. I'm just gonna have breakfast tonight. What do I call that then? Right? What do I call that? I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail now. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everything that the Muscatine Kiwanis Club does. I can't believe you've been president for a year and a half. I say take another year. Why not?
Okay.
No? You're like, unless the next president is also with child, then maybe Jenna will step up again and say, pass me. Do you have a gavel?
I don't think she'll be with child either.
Right. Oh, so you do know who the next president is going to be? Yes. Who is that?
It'll be Nicole Solgren-Frye.
Nicole Solgren-Frye from the United Way is the next president. Yes, yes.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Are you sure? All right, Nicole. I almost emailed Nicole this morning about something.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't get pregnant.
Listen. Year and a half is a long time to be involved, but that's great. And again, spaghetti dinner this Friday. Yeah. All right, we have, what is this? Breakfast is wine, Steve is telling me. Is that right? You know that this guy. Tomorrow is National Wine Day. Did you know that? Is that why you had that note? Yeah, Steve's saying that every day can be National Wine Day if you try hard enough. And you have, look, I even made a little thing. Tomorrow, National Wine Day. With the straw, or just a glass. Can you take Steve with you, Jenna, please? He'd love to. He would love to go. He's fine. Yeah. Tomorrow is National Wine Day, though. So don't forget at Hy-Vee, when you purchase 6 bottles of wine or more, you save 10%. So that is a fantastic deal. I'm going to mention a couple of things, then we'll get out of here. So Mega Meat Monday going on today. here at the store. If you're watching and you need to maybe, restock the fridge or meal prep, whatever the case may be, from the meat department to seafood to deli, with every $25 you spend, we'll put 15 cents on the fuel saver. You can see it on the screen. It's an awesome opportunity to save. And as I mentioned, my personal fuel saver has just about 50 cents on it, which isn't that much. Not going to not use the noisemaker that Steve gave me. So Mega Meat Mondays going on today. And Steve, this is how, is this the one? Let's see. Yes! It's so loud. It's so loud in here. It's not a quiet noisemaker. It does work well. And then Steve wants me to use this one, I think. Yeah, that's good. That would be the one we use the most on this show, I think. All right. I want to tease this local ad that's coming up on the 20th. So take a look at this. This will be on the back page of the Discover Muscatine newspaper and ready to go for 2/20/20. Coming up this Thursday here at the store. So if you are looking for an opportunity to get out, I know that it's going to be, there's like 2 days this week where it gets a little cold again. Maybe tomorrow and Wednesday, it's like 29 and 27 or 25 degrees. But come Thursday and then back into the weekend, certainly for the Kiwanis dinner, it's going to be 65 and sunny, Jenna promises. But this Thursday, the weather should cooperate as well. And I don't think we have any snow or ice in the forecast. Have you guys seen any of that? I didn't think so. Chad, do you have that? I think I sent it this morning. Let me look at my notes here. Let me see here. There. Did I not attach it? Oh, there. No, did I not attach it? Son of a biscuit. I didn't attach it. Well, that's my fault. Perfect. I thought I attached it, Steve. Well, I didn't. Anyways, here's the weather for the next couple of days, right? It's going to be fine. Thursday, okay, maybe Thursday it'll be a little chilly. Whatever. We'll talk more about the 2020 sale tomorrow when I don't forget to email the attachment. There's a fuel saver on Thursday, and there's some really good deals, and then it teases the bakery department. Next Tuesday's Fat Tuesday. Everything in the bakery will be buy one, get one free again. All right, so the entire bakery will be on a BOGO next Tuesday, the 25th. That's also on that ad, which I don't have because I forgot to email it. Steve, go hack my computer. We do have a National Wine Day tomorrow, which is the 18th of February. So once again, the deal every day, like right now, even on Monday, if you came into the store and went to the wine and spirits, I think I said meat department, went to wine and spirits and get 6 bottles of wine, save 10% off on 6 bottles of wine every day at Hy-Vee, but certainly tomorrow is National Wine Day. So if you want to celebrate responsibly, you can do it, including wine made in the state of Iowa. Yeah, Steve, you have something? Yes. Uh-huh. That's right. If you buy 6 or more bottles, we need your address, Steve is alluding to show up and make sure that you're okay, of course. And then we'd give a shameless plug for Arden Creek because we love Arden Creek and anything that's made locally like that. There's a lot of good people making wine in the state of Iowa and Illinois. That is for sure. I know that. On the front page of the Hy-Vee ad, we've got some hot deals that are good through tomorrow as well. So check those out on the front page. Some eggs and seafood and produce are on there. How about the steak? Yeah, I mean, I would load up on the steak today when you could kind of double down. Good price on New York strips and the fuel saver. So that says $3.97 for a New York strip steak, 8 ounce. That's a great price. 12 ounce for $5.95. Right. Steve's just salivating at the thought of buying a bunch of steak and then 6 bottles of wine. He's ready. He's ready to go, everybody. Dinner at Steve's as a raw steak and half a bottle of wine. And then 2 more things we'll mention really quick. The bags for a cause. So maybe this could be a thing we help out Kiwanis. We could pick a month. So every single month, we've got these reusable grocery bags here at the store that are $2.50. And with each bag purchased, $1 goes to local organizations. For February, it's the Muscatine Community YMCA. It could be Muscatine Kiwanis in a month or so. I'll have to see who we've got in the hopper. This is a great program. The bags are awesome, right? If you like using reusable grocery bags, you can do it and support various causes at the same time. So $2.50, $1 goes to local organizations. And of course, the more that are purchased during the month, the better the benefit is for them. All right, last but not least, tonight, again, it's coming up at the Muscatine Community YMCA. It's right there on the screen. Special Olympics of Muscatine basketball taking on the Muscatine firefighters and police officers. This is the 6th year that I've served as referee. I'm excited for it. I love this event. I want you to come out tonight and support our athletes. We've got a great Special Olympics here in Muscatine. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary. You can purchase a 50th anniversary T-shirt tonight. They'll have a bake sale raffle. And it is a fundraiser. It's a fun game. There is no cost to attend. As it says right there, admission is free. You can donate if you like. And tip-off is at 7 o'clock. So that is fun. What time is the mayor's show? Is it at 6? 6 o'clock? Is that what time I need to be there? Okay. So the Our City show that Mayor Muscatine Diana Broderson hosts, is she going to be live from there? Okay. So you can watch that and then get ready for the game. So that'll be streaming at 6 p.m. from inside the Y. I'm going to be one of her guests. Does she have 2 guests? No, just me? Oh, boy. All right, so I've got to get there earlier than I thought because I'm bringing a speaker for Jason to use. So that'll be tonight at the Y. It's a fantastic evening. I'm telling you, our Special Olympic athletes, they look forward to this game all year long. And I look forward to calling fouls on firefighters and police officers. It's about time somebody did. Somebody's got to keep them in line on the basketball court. My boss, Hy-Vee store director Matt Schweitzer, refereeing tonight for his first time and telling me that he maybe has not refereed basketball before. And I said, don't worry about it. All you have to do, and it's not even a whistle, it's a remote control whistle. It's the coolest thing ever. Is there a whistle on here? Whatever. That's not what the whistle sounds like. Whatever. Although that would be pretty good because maybe I could use this tonight. Steve's saying I can use this one right there. That'd be a pretty good whistle. This thing is kind of unnerving. It'd be catastrophic. Well played, sir. Well played. All right, so please come out to the Y tonight and support our athletes that will be there. This guy cracks himself up over here. Let's thank our guests. You're very what? Oh, you're fine. Thanks to Sammy Motley with Motley May Photography and Jeff Storm for being here. Sammy with Motley May Photography doing a lot of cool things with her photography business, taking some powerful images, her second round of mental health awareness videos and pictures coming soon. And then Jeff Storm, local guy, making music and maybe showing up on an album for a band that you've seen in concert in front of 10,000 people. So that's really cool. And he told us all about Instamix Live, which is a way to bring people into a recording studio or stream it online. That's super cool. Lucinda Harms, pharmacist, nutritional coach. She's got an event this Wednesday at noon at the Muscat Public Library, and you can see Lucinda here at the store today. And Jenna Wagner, president, Kiwanis Club Muscatine. This Friday, spaghetti dinner. It's right there, 4:30 to 7:30, 2407 Cedar Street, St. Mary Matthias Catholic School Gym. Don't cook this Friday. Have dinner for a good cause. Support all the programs that Muscatine Kiwanis Club is connected to. We'll be here tomorrow live at 8:30. Steve will be here. The sound effect thing will be here. I can't wait to uncover. Oh, this would be a good one. That could be. It says game over, so we could use that at the end of the show now. How annoying how annoyed people going to get with this thing is what I want to know. Steve loves it. He can't get enough. You had to give it to somebody. Yeah, you had to get it out of your house. I see. I will not take it home because it would drive my wife and I crazy. So I'll keep it here in my desk, perhaps, for my coworkers. All right, thank you for watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota Muscatine, and, of course, our friends at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Again, we'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 or 7 and 10 on MPW Channel 5. Bye.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.